Hey there, I am D. So I just finished watching the latest Doctor Who episode entitled The 11th Hour. That introduced Matt Smith. Okay, not exactly introduced. It's just the very first adventure of Matt Smith as the 11th Doctor. Speaking of which, there's this one particular user. I'm not gonna say her name or username for that matter, but you know who you are. If you're watching this, if you're still in doubt as to whether the earlier Doctor, David Tennant, is the 10th Doctor or isn't, because I remember you once thinking that he's the first. Anyway, if you're still in doubt about, well, which number of Doctor he is, the earlier nine Doctors make a brief appearance in this episode, so that'll give you something to look forward to. What can I say about Matt Smith as the Doctor? That he's pretty much like David Tennant as the Doctor. Just as random, just as crazy or insane, and just as hyperactive. Although, I guess it can be said since, since the Doctor was still more or less regenerating. If there are some typical attributes of the Tennant incarnation still manifesting through the Smith incarnation, well, okay, I suppose that can be forgiven. So anyway, I hope that in later episodes Smith will be somebody completely different, and in no way will even remind me of Tennant. Okay, don't get me wrong. I don't really dislike the Tennant version of the Doctor, but I do find him to be a bit overrated. Now, I don't know who said it, that Smith has some big shoes to fill, but he or she was really exaggerating. But that's just my opinion. I mean, I'm not saying Tennant's a bad actor, he's just overrated, that's all. This particular episode, I can't spoil too much, but I can say that it's written by Stephen Moffat, who not only took over the role from Russell T Davies as the series' executive producer, he also wrote several episodes of the Doctor Who series. One of them being The Girl in the Fireplace, in which the Doctor meets with Madame de Pompadour in a somewhat peculiar way, even to Doctor Who standards. And it is that you also find in this new episode. Okay, maybe I did spoil something right now. Except that this was supposed to be a twist in this particular episode, which us, as the audience, we were supposed to be surprised by this sudden twist, except I saw it coming before they revealed this little twist. So really, if I saw it coming, I'm pretty sure you would as well, so what difference would it make? I haven't seen the entire Doctor Who series, and I don't know all of his companions, but from what little I do know, I think this one would be the most interesting. Why? Well, Doctor Who is meant for the entire family, which means it must contain things that would have not only adults but also kids enjoy this. Now, why am I addressing this? Well, let's just say when this new companion is introduced, she's wearing a police uniform. As said that she could either wear that or a French maid outfit. And later she meets with people who thought she was a nurse. Policewoman, French maid, nurse. What kind of a woman would have these three outfits in her closet? Yeah, you can guess what kind of woman that would be. No, I'm not saying I have a particular problem about with this, except that, like I said, kids are supposed to watch this show as well. And while an adult might actually have figured out who or what this new companion is, a kid might not understand. So, Mr. Moffat, a little reminder, this is Doctor Who you're working on, not coupling. Okay? Well, I suppose I have a lot to look forward to with this series. I mean, Matt Smith still resembled Tennant a little in this episode. I hope they'll change in later episodes. And, well, the Daleks will apparently even somehow be involved with the Second World War. Yeah, you figured that one out. German aircraft is gonna be used to fight outer space battles, and even those Weeping Angel things from the episode Blink are gonna have some kind of significance in this season. So yeah, I got a lot to look forward to. This was D. I'm signing off.